We are BacktoBase.
Hi, ho. Hey, I'm Banu. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you doing? I'm fine. Okay, let's go what? Let's go. Absolutely. Yeah. How did you get first job? So that's a very interesting question. I actually went for through my college. I want searching for the numerous amount of internships and all. Then back then, what happened is I emailed to this particular company called Digital Telescope. It's a company out of Hyderabad. It's in Cyber Towers. So recently found out a lot of startups are there in Cyber Towers. The two buildings full of startups, and I just mailed them. Can I do some internship in the company? I'm into data analytics and all. And they invited me. I went there and they gave me two projects. I did the structuring and everything. And once they saw that, the performance, they really liked me. And that's how I started my first, I said, my corporate interaction journey, where I learned to do things on time, how to do MVP models, most valuable product, viable product, how to create it, what are the main things important for it. So it happened back in second year. I was looking for internship. I just gold mining because I am a fresher and I didn't know how to write emails and all. But I thought of okay, let's go to portal, let's see what's around Hyderabad, and that clicked me. Hey, why don't I just apply for this? Let's see. So this is one, and the second story was like there was literally a high radius startup was there, and they were looking hiring people. I said, okay, let me just apply. I went there, and as I went, I saw that people are wearing ties and all and sitting over there, and I went with a simple resume. I was like, man, they're not going to select me. I'm a resume. I went there, I went inside. They said, why did you come here? You shouldn't be here. Yeah, we're not hiring freshers. We're hiring only people from experience. I said, try me out. I tried to answer some questions for them. And then they said, no. We are not looking for interns. We're looking for freshers, not freshers, experienced people. And I was living like, wait. We'll keep your resume. If something happens, we'll call you. And they called me back. So you know what? Sometimes in life, you need to try out things. You need to go and experience things like how they are actually, they might reject us because they're looking experienced. But we never know. Something might click. So it happened with me. I tried out something called Internshala. I tried out something called interns literacy. All these websites are there, and sometimes I got unpaid internships as well. So through that also, I was able to make my portfolio better. This helped me later on to showcase. Okay, I've done something. I have some idea. That made you to get that job. Exactly. That's how it happened. How it started. Our second question is: do you love your profession as a data scientist? I love my profession. It is something like a you must have seen back in college, we have this Andrew NG course, so we have second year, the Coursera course, Andrew NG. So everyone starts with that. Then what happened? From there, I jump into Udemy. We have this A to Z machine learning course was there. I started that. Then from there, I thought the Udacity scholarship is there. I jump into that. So, I was into this falling in from one step into another, something called tutorial hell. I was not able to, focus on one thing. I'm just learning, but there's no practice. When there's no practice, what happens is like your skills are not developing. You're just becoming like mugging and all. So I started taking part in hackathons and all. And from there on, my interest started increasing. I started writing some small blogs on medium.com about my experience. I started to also make small projects as well. And this helped me to crack and connect with other people in the industry because when we came to Hyderabad, there's a lot of opportunities and the conferences are there. Like we have so many AI conferences, so many Python conferences, so many, like community catch-ups are there. This helped me to understand the ecosystem and connect with more people. And slowly and steadily, I got NGO-based projects. When I got NGO-based projects, that added extra weightage to my resume and this helped me to go forward and in order to achieve how to crack internship. And what are the best projects did you done when you were a student that made you that get you a job? Okay, that's a very interesting question. One of the most interesting projects I created was a sales prediction model, where generally what happens in the country in the companies when it comes to data science, they are very much interested to understand the cost revenue optimization models. So companies want to reduce their cost using the help of AI. Now, how can that be possible? I went to Kaggle.com. It's a free website where students can come and learn to use AI. The open source data. The open source data, open source code also. People can easily copy other code, learn small bits and understand as well. They give certifications also, Kaggle certifications. So I started doing that. With that, I understood the data sets. From there, I made a small project. After I make that, I started to document it very well on my GitHub profile. It's on my medium.com as well. This helped me to tell my stories to the founders or to the recruiters that how I'm able to, not only do the work, but also articulate and communicate it well. This helped me to land on my first internship. And did you ever made a roadmap or went straight by preparing or not preparing to the interviews? That's a great question. So that reminds me, takes me back to the fourth year of my college. So back then, like I used to follow this Geeks for Geeks for internship purpose and learning. But apart from that, coming to the roadmap, when I was in college, I didn't have this chat GPT and all. So we were back in the old traditional days. So I used to scan around this Kaggle one. Apart from that, I used to have my own notes because in college we have to study, so we make own notes. So sometimes the college notes are not handy, so I used to study from YouTube and all. So those notes I used to have. From there I used to practice. Plus the project that I made, I used to document it very well. This helped me to understand like what all the things I know and what all the things I can write on my resume. So it's a very important rule that whatever you have written in your resume, try to be 100% sure that what you're writing. This will help the person who's asking questions to get trust on you. Suppose you're right, like this is one mistake I did. I wrote a quote of Elon Musk. And they're like, hey, you're writing Elon Musk quotes on resume. Resume is such a vital thing. I lost one job opportunity because of that. So it's very important to understand like what all things you actually mention in your resume and you know at least. Then it clicks and when it clicks and the people are more interested, tell me something more about yourself apart from resume. Then your story comes into picture. Like how in college, what you need to do, like be taking part in hackathon, be writing research paper, sitting down with your friends and making some projects, or if you did you go and take part in some like conference and all. So these all small and big things are life, like small, very small, minute things are there in life that actually helps you to build you as a character as a person. So this clicked me at the end. And how was your college life as an IITian? I know that you are graduated from IIT Kanpur. Yeah. How was your college life when you were in a college? Oh, that's an interesting. As an IITian? Yeah. So basically, I did my master's from IIT Kanpur, and it's all started in pandemic. And I wanted to complete my master's in data science. So I applied for GATE exam. I got an impressive score of 144th rank. And to that, my scholarship was all in the rank 1.4. Yeah. And because of that, my scholarship was marked, like I examined my scholarship. Post that, like I wanted to go, but again I thought like leaving my job and going there and again searching my same job doesn't make sense. So I requested them whether we can do online. So they give me a part-time IIT Kanpur program. So over the weekends I used to have classes. It was like rigorous 6 to 8 hours of classes I used to study with IIT Kanpur, and every 6 months I used to travel to the college to give my end terms examinations. It was really good. Like I wrote pieces as well. It got published recently. Apart from that, like coming to the campus life, the whenever I went to the campus, we had our own group. Like since we are the batch of studying online because of pandemic, um, we had our own circle because we made our own WhatsApp group. We used to chat over there as well. So when we went there, the professors were very kind because they saw that the students are joining online and relatively listening to us. Apart from that, there has a lot of interactive sessions. We have a aerodynamics program in IIT Kanpur. There are planes and people actually sit down and make planes over there and they test the plane. So I felt that's very innovative. Apart from that, like IIT Kanpur has its own electricity center. So if the Kanpur's electricity goes down, because IIT is giving back in the electricity. Yes. So some very interesting facts are there. And I met some very talented people there. Like they can sing, they can play music, as well as they know how to code while writing music. Wow. Listening. So very interesting groups are there. And your professors are too kind. So let's get into the AI. What was the craziest thing that you have done using AI? I'll tell you. In pandemic, everyone was doing this mask thing. You remember, like everyone was making this mask question, like how to make a mask, identify the person is wearing mask or not in pandemic. This was very popular. I thought like there's one more thing in my childhood I've seen when the friends are very close. on birthdays, they used to hold a piece of paper and it's like BIRTS, happy birthday was written. Yeah. So I thought of why not use AI to make a face swap app. So we took a picture of models. I took face swap with my relatives and all. I made a program on that and it would generate a happy birthday. So similarly, like if any relative's birthday is coming, I used to swap people's faces and create that app. And people used to love that. So I had this fetish that I don't have so many friends like happy birthday, oh my gosh, so that's too many friends to me. So I thought of like how to condense it and make it like among yourself like as a friend. So this is one of the craziest projects I did as a pandemic in AI. Apart from that, I made an app called Tinder. Like a Tinder is there, but Tinder. Developer. Yeah. I put Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and I went Bill Gates and all, and put resume and all. People have doubts, they used to post like, and people who can solve it at right sir. It was all I use the AI also like to match people on the base of AI, mentality matching and all. So this is some of the projects. Okay. Apart from this, let's come with your curricular activities. I know that you are a dancer. Yeah. What are the best moves? Oh man, I think it's one of the best dance moves that I really love. You can do it right now. Do it, yeah. We can do it together. Okay. Yeah. This is very crazy, but this simplistic but very crazy move. Like you move down like that, and then you move down like this. It's one of the craziest dance move I have ever seen and ever it stays with me. Like as a dancer, what I feel like you have to find out what suits you the best. Like every dance form is not meant for you. For example, I'm not like for me I feel I'm not meant to do classical dance. I'm more into freestyle and hip hop. And my friend he was into Bollywood, but he again feels like he's more into pop dancing. That dance forms are there. So similarly in life also, dancing again, told you about the left hand thing, right? Means of creativity. Similarly, your right hand means technicality. So dancing uses both the hands. So creativity plus technicality. Exactly. So creativity brings you new moves, and your technicality keeps you like strong and repeating the same moves and making that point stronger. Like in music of tuck, 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 the rhythm is there. So every tuck you have to dance, right? So that's technicality. Now how you dance? That's the left hand move. That's creativity. Creating in your exactly. And this thing can be applied to data science as well. You think about new approaches, do new researches. Now ChatGPT Perplexity is available. You can easily do it. Yeah. But again, when it comes to your this thing, like understanding like how to apply and how to make a robust or real world working problems, that time your right hand comes to picture, right? When to picture. And apart from this tech side, what you love the most, like farming or teaching, what is like the most? Oh. For me, like I was never into teaching to be honest. I used to study myself, I used to stay with myself. Then this happened that one day I went to a session and there's a kid. He asked like, how did you study the data scientist? I wasn't a data scientist back then at all. I don't know how to answer that question because I wasn't a data scientist, but I'd love to be a data scientist. So I told him that I'll answer this question at the end. And after all the questions I answered the session, I answered that question. That moment I felt like uh, my 23 years, I was back 23 years old back then, was successful. And I decided, okay, my last 26 years are successful because I was able to do this. And I will take this forward. I'll teach more students. I'll help out more communities. I'll help out more people in the space of AI. And that's how I started my own journey in data science, helping and speaking as well. And I started recently my own YouTube channel, not YouTube, but my Instagram page called home.speech.ai to help out and answer students' questions.
Let's end this podcast with a simple and easy question. How to be successful?
That's a very beautiful way to end this podcast. I personally feel that when it comes to success, everyone has their own way to be successful. Like you will hear a lot of podcasts today, this one also, tomorrow also you'll hear a lot of podcasts. Yeah. Becoming successful is not like a formula or there's some gyan behind it. What one needs to do is they need to see like what they're really passionate about, and if they don't know what they're really passionate about, go in the past and see like when they were in school or like starting years of college, what they really love to do, and take that and see what career they're going into and how they can make that intersection. That intersection point is a success, irrespective of money, irrespective of what's going on. That point it will make you forget time. Elon, when this Steve Jobs, when he started his life in tech, before that he used to do calligraphy. He brought that calligraphy into the Apple industry. He merged that tech into and Apple together and made one different form. Similarly, we have our own flavors. We are all made of humans are made of their own flavors. Today you will talk to me, you will ask me this question. Tomorrow you might have to ask to another speaker or someone. Their answers and my answers will completely differ. Why? We have our own flavors. Just think you are a chocolate flavor, I am a vanilla flavor. You talk to me, you talk something for me. Now your chocolate has a bit of vanilla on top of it, right? Now there or tomorrow you went and talked to some other speaker or other person. You'll get a lot of chocolate cookies or some cream spray on yourself. So it's your flavor added a bit on pieces from other people. So that's how you grow. So simply to end this, be passionate about what you do and see like whatever you're doing, how can you bring your flavor into it? That will give you a sense of relief and happiness. That's my
And thanks for attending this
thank
this
you.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
It was really
and
helpful.
let's give a final touch. Back to base.
Back to base.
Back to base.
Back to base.